Hey everyone, welcome back to RideWire. Today we're looking at a revival and one that's been eagerly anticipated by fans, enthusiasts, and commuters alike. The 2025 Yamaha RX 100 is finally here, and we're going deep, from what makes it tick, its design DNA, its real-world performance, how it fits into the modern bike landscape, and whether it lives up to the legend. If you're passionate about heritage bikes or curious about whether the RX 100 is more than nostalgia, stay tuned. By the end of this review you will know whether this is your next ride. To understand the 2025 RX 100, we've got to glance backward. The original RX 100 was introduced in the mid-1980s, with the two-stroke 98cc engine, a lightweight chassis, aggressive throttle response, a distinctive exhaust note and a cult following that lives on even decades later. It was raw, minimal, and exciting, and many say it represented what a small bike should feel like. But emission norms, environmental concerns, and evolving rider demands meant its design had to evolve. The 2025 version aims to do just that, capture the spirit of the original, while bringing everything into the 2020s, cleaner engine, more features, safer handling, better rideability, and yes, modern design touches. The new RX 100 is expected to retain a displacement close to 98-100cc, but instead of the original two-stroke setup, it now employs a four-stroke engine, likely with fuel injection. In order to meet modern BS6 equivalent emission norms, power is estimated around 11 PS with about 10 to 10.5 Nm of torque, which keeps it close to the spirit of the old bike while delivering smoother power delivery and better mid-range torque for daily use. The gearbox is expected to be a 5-speed, which should make it a little more versatile on longer rides compared to the 4-speed of the past. Beneath it all sits a reinforced tubular steel frame, engineered for rigidity and safety, while keeping weight manageable though slightly heavier than the original. Suspension duties are handled by telescopic forks up front and twin shocks at the rear, likely with some adjustability. Braking is modernized with a front disc and single-channel ABS, while the rear remains a drum to balance cost and keep the retro feel intact. Visually, the RX 100 has stayed true to its roots. The fuel tank maintains that iconic curve and ear recess, the round headlamp keeps the heritage vibe, and the slim tail section emphasizes simplicity. Chrome accents, whether on the exhaust, tank trim, or mirrors, nod to the past, while LED lighting and semi-digital instrumentation bring it into the present. Riders can expect retro graphics, dual-tone colors, and finishes that appeal to both nostalgia hunters and new buyers. The seat has been slightly reworked with better padding and comfort for daily rides, though still slim enough to stay faithful to its old-school silhouette. On the road, the RX 100 balances excitement with practicality. It may not have the aggressive punch of the two-stroke original, but it offers smooth and responsive acceleration, perfect for city rides and occasional highway runs. Mileage is expected to fall in the 35–40 kmpl range depending on riding conditions. Top speed should hover around 90 to 110 km/h, enough for commuter practicality without compromising safety or reliability. With its upgraded suspension and braking setup, handling is stable and confident, making it both agile and traffic and planted on open stretches. The weight increase over the old RX 100 slightly reduces the featherlight feel, but the trade-off comes with improved comfort and security. Now let's talk money. The 2025 Yamaha RX 100 is expected to launch in India at an ex-showroom price between a superscript 11,40,000 and a superscript 11,50,000. That places it well above standard commuter bikes, putting it into the premium retro category. Once you add insurance and taxes, the on-road price will be even higher depending on the state. This isn't aimed at the cheapest per cc buyer, it's aimed at those who value heritage, style, and the unique riding experience the RX 100 name carries. Its unique selling points are clear. First, nostalgia. No other modern bike carries the same legendary era as the RX 100, and Yamaha knows it. Second, modern updates, fuel injection, ABS, LED lighting, and improved suspension make it practical for today's riders. Third, distinctive design. In a market full of look-alike commuters, the RX 100 stands out instantly. Fourth, its riding character, lightweight, lively, and fun to ride without being overwhelming. And fifth, the customization potential. With such a cult following, you can bet owners will personalize these bikes, and Yamaha will likely support that with accessories. That said, there are trade-offs. The premium price tag will push buyers to scrutinize build quality and service support. The added weight and 4-stroke engine mean it won't feel as raw as the original. Long-distance touring may be limited by its smaller engine and minimalist design. Pillion comfort could still be a concern, and availability may be a challenge at launch, with long waiting periods expected due to demand. So, is the 2025 Yamaha RX 100 worth it? If you're someone who rides with your heart as much as your head, who loves the retro aesthetic, and who wants a bike that's more than just transport, the RX 100 could be exactly what you've been waiting for. It blends heritage with modern sensibilities, offers enough performance for urban rides, and guarantees attention wherever it goes. If you're focused only on specs, long touring, or strict cost efficiency, you may want to look elsewhere. But if style, soul, and legacy matter to you, the 2025 RX 100 makes a compelling case. Thanks for watching RideWire. Drop a comment with your thoughts on the new RX 100. Hit like, subscribe, ring that bell, and we'll catch you in the next ride.